Justin Trudeau's RCMP motorcade was prevented from approaching the Prime Minister's office. Maybe now he'll start to do something about the anti-Israeli, anti-Canadian, anti-American protests. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Yesterday, just one day after Thanksgiving, Justin Trudeau's motorcade was blocked from approaching his office near Parliament Hill. In fact, the RCMP motorcade drivers decided it was better to retreat than to try and advance. Let's take a look at this video from Dacey Media.
More RCMP coming through. This is the RCMP being attacked. RCMP trying to get through Justin Trudeau's office. This is the RCMP trying to get through. This is the RCMP in front of Justin Trudeau's office getting attacked. This is the RCMP trying to get through here. RCMP trying to get through behind me. The mob going after them. The RCMP appear to be retreating. The RCMP just tried to get through here. We're attacked by a mob. The RCMP attacked by this mob. The RCMP now retreating. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police retreating. Ottawa Police noticeably absent.
And this comes after the Canadian government listed Samidoun as a terrorist organization. This statement was released today by Dominic LeBlanc's office. This is a press release from the Canadian government today as they list Samidoun as a terrorist entity. News release dated October 15th, 2024, Ottawa, Ontario. Today, the Honourable Dominic LeBlanc, Minister of Public Safety, Democratic Institutions and Intergovernmental Affairs, announced that the Government of Canada has listed Samidoun, also known as the Palestine Prisoner Solidarity Network, as a terrorist entity under the Criminal Code. The listing is in concert with U.S. Department of the Treasury's announcement of the designation of Samidoun as a specially designated global terrorist, SDGT, through its executive order EO 13224. Samidoun has been listed as a terrorist entity by Germany. Samidoun has close links with the advances of the interests of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, the PFLP, which is a listed terrorist entity in Canada, the United States, and the European Union. Now, as a listed entity, Samidoun meets the definition of a terrorist group under Canada's Criminal Code. The Criminal Code prohibits certain activities in relation to terrorist groups, including those related to terrorist financing, travel, and recruitment. It means, for example, that it is a criminal offense for anyone in Canada and Canadians abroad to knowingly deal with property owned and controlled by a terrorist group, and that it is also an offense to directly or indirectly provide property knowingly that it will be used by or benefit a terrorist group. Listing can also assist Canadian security, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies to combat terrorism. The terrorist listing mechanism plays a key role in countering terrorist financing. But yet the protests continue. I'm going to run a few clips here from Carynma Sa'd, who is a lawyer in Toronto. I believe it's Toronto. And she's also been documenting these protests. It appears that even though Samidoun has been behind organizing all of these protests, and even though it has been designated as a terrorist organization earlier today, they're still having these protests in Ottawa, Toronto, and apparently even in Montreal. My personal belief is these protests should have been put down immediately when they first started almost a year ago, after the Hamas attack on Israel. But they weren't, and they've been allowed to fester and grow. A lot of people are calling this latest act an attack on Justin Trudeau's motorcade. I don't quite see it that way, but it is escalating, and it's a disturbing trend. I'm hoping that the government will finally grow a pair and start putting down these protests. I do believe that the calls for violence are in and of themselves violent, even though there was no physical violence today. And if Justin Trudeau had acted like a man a year ago, this would not have escalated to this point. Because he's allowed it to grow and fester for the past year, it's going to be more and more difficult to put down. And I would imagine that as soon as the police start putting it down, it will get violent. But it is a necessary step to regain control of our streets and allow residents of our city to once again lawfully enjoy the property that belongs to the public. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you think. Put your comments down below. And while you're at it, please like this video, share with your friends and on social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video. Also, please check out my live stream on Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. where you can join in on the conversation. Finally, if you want to get your firearms license, which I encourage you to do because it will take approximately a year to process your application, at least that's the information that I've been getting. And by then, we'll have a new government, and you'll once again be able to purchase a handgun and safely and legally use all firearms on certified ranges. I have links in the show notes of this video to my website where you can sign up to take the Canadian Firearms Safety Course, which is a prerequisite to getting your firearms license, commonly called a PAL. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.